pushing the foot on the gas, puff, puff, pass, pushing the foot on the gas, puff, puff, pass, pushing the foot on the gas, puff, puff.
All right, we'll continue. We're going to show some women. We're going to show some women holding women accountable. Shout out to these women right here that are actually holding women accountable. I wanted to make this women holding women accountable Wednesday. So we'll let this pop up real quick. All right. So we're gonna show this woman real quick. Paradise Paris. I don't know if you all heard of her. You might have seen her around. I actually follow her on Twitter. She's really dope. She holds women accountable a lot. So I wanted to. She actually did a part 1, which I actually might go on her page. Let me go on her page real quick. She actually did a part 1 with the whole Kiki. With the whole Kiki Palmer, I wanted to call her Kiki Shepard. I've been listening to what's it called, Outkast. I've been listening to Outkast this week. I was listening to Outkast, so I'm thinking about So Fresh, So Clean. But she did a video about Kiki Palmer. And I just wanted to show that real quick.
Black Twitter's favorite unproblematic sweetheart, Miss Kiki Palmer, found herself being a part of the problem as she's been trending the last 24 hours in regards to her relationship woes and her baby daddy Darius. It's a couple sides to this coin, and y'all know me. I'm gonna toss them all. First and foremost, I do think it's kind of disingenuous that everybody keeps overshadowing Darius's actual issues. You are not entitled to tell a person in a relationship what they deem is disrespectful. And I know we like to play the political game when it comes to clothes, or you can wear what you want to wear, body autonomy, etc., etc. But let's be clear, it's just a simple case of double standards, because none of us like when our men wear gray sweatpants, but we love to see men in them. Although
Exactly. When a man looking good, oh, where you going? Where you looking like that? A lot of women's insecurities love to come out, and then they call men insecure. When we tell them, your mother, you shouldn't be dressing that way. You women shouldn't be dressing that way. And here's the difference. Women, come on, man. Y'all know what happens when y'all dress this way. Y'all know there's creeps and weirdos out here. You can say you can teach men this and that. There's still gonna be lawbreakers. All right, there's still gonna be bad guys. There's still gonna be evil guys out here that's gonna be doing stuff. Y'all know what happens when they see stuff like that. Don't act dumb. It's so funny they want to say they're smarter than men, but then they act dumb when the consequences happen. That make no sense.
although I'm not in a position to discuss whether or not that was appropriate for Kiki, I am in a position to say he does have a say so in regards to what goes on in his relationship. And you are not to tell him.
Exactly. He wants to set boundaries for the relationship, not just for him, but for the family, the child, the embarrassment. Do women not realize what they do affects the whole family? Can affect generations to come? Do people forget the term the sins of the father? The sins of the father will always be carried by the son. It's the same with the mother. You will always carry the mistakes that your family makes, no matter what your parents make, no matter what. If your parents were to die today and they had debt, you were accrue that debt. The sins, but and these modern women don't realize they think they can do whatever they want. They think they can say whatever they want, and it's not. It just affects them. We can do whatever we want, unless just to make us happy, which makes no sense.
tell a man that his boundaries make him insecure. Trying to disparage his character does not minimize his point, although he was absolutely wrong for how he approached the situation and trying to embarrass her. It actually says more about Kiki than it does whether it's his commentary about Alton Sterling or how he feel about women in their dressing. But
let me talk about that. And people want to say, oh, he's just stupid for posting it online. Well, let me point it like this. Let me tell you why he probably put this online. The reason why he put that online is because he probably told Kiki, yo, you should not have been wearing that. I don't like you wearing that. That's probably why she was showing out. That's probably why she was showing out in front of Usher. He probably told her, I don't like you wearing that. And this is probably multiple discussions. This is probably not even the first time. This is probably not even the first time that he said this. This is probably over a multitude of times that Kiki done dressed inappropriately. And he done told her, yo, I don't like you going out dressing like this. You're a mother, you're pregnant. I don't like you going out dressing like this. And she said she didn't care, she didn't care, she didn't care. So the best way for him to actually get her out there, like, yo, stop doing this. I don't like how you doing this. He put it in the court of public opinion. Now, obviously, it doesn't. The court of public opinion does not favor men in the slightest. No matter what you do, you could have court evidence of her killing you, taking your life. You can literally have video evidence with multiple cameras, with directors and whole studios of her literally taking your life away. They still gonna believe her over you. So the court of public opinion doesn't favor men. So obviously he was dumb for putting it up there because nobody cares. They're gonna not only that nobody cares, they're gonna shame you for actually doing it online. You know how modern women act. You know how modern women act. Zone, you know how modern women act. They'll shame you for actually putting it online. So that's why I don't feel like it's dumb for him to post it online. That was probably his last resort before he was like, I'm over this. I'm out of here. That was his last resort.
But Kiki is with that man. She knows that man. She's been with that man even when she entered in a relationship with him, knowing there was another woman around. But baby, that's Kiki Palmer. So of course you guys are gonna turn a blind eye. Just everyone loves the internet personality and actress sensation of Miss Kiki Palmer. Remember, you do not know her personally. So when you're trying to prop her up on a pedestal, calling her man broke, saying she makes more than him, and you're calling for her to break up and leave him because of his misogynistic views, remember how she may feel when you're talking negative about him, a person she loves. Remember how she may feel when she just had a newborn baby and you're calling for her to be a single mom. Some of you guys really need to revisit how ill you think about people when you simply disagree with them. Keep your relationship.
And it's funny too because she becoming a single mom for a man with herpes. She is becoming a single mom for a man with herpes. And allegedly, let me put the alleged over there because I ain't trying to be sued by Usher. But again, these modern women don't think. And it's funny too because we just did the story for the alimony. If she quote unquote made more money, apparently I've seen rumors where he makes more money than her. If she made more money than him, don't you think that she might be paying child support? Like, do these modern women don't think that she's gonna be scot free? Did they act like she's gonna get child support? Come on, man. But the funny part about it is, when they want a shaming man to go after money, they give the breadwinner response. Oh, she the breadwinner. She could do whatever she want. But if a man were to go out and step out and have sex with, and let's say Derek Jackson cheating, he's the breadwinner. Can he not do whatever he want? Why y'all mad now? Y'all mad because the wife who let it slide, she was part of it. She was cool with it. She let it slide. The only reason why she bitching about it is because he got caught in public. He's the breadwinner. He could do whatever he could do whatever he want. But whenever it's a man doing it, he hurt her feelings. He's a oh, they don't want modest women. But then we tell y'all don't want men to lead, and you're like, oh, that's you. Oh no, we want men to lead. We want men to lead, and then when we tell y'all we don't want y'all dressing that way, oh, you're insecure. Oh, you're controlling. Oh, you shouldn't be in our business. Oh, you should be minding your business. I can dress how I want. And then when something happens to you, you get touched inappropriately, you get attacked, you expect us to step in. Well, man, we told you not to dress that way. We told you because you're a mother, you could do this. Now our daughter's crying because the kids made fun of her because they said you were 304. These modern women don't think past 5 minutes. Now with Kiki Papa doing this, she caused division and it's over for them. She's a single mother now. Now I'm actually going to play this video talking about the breadwinner controls the relationship, which I think is funny because again, when a man controls the relationship, he got to listen to the woman. He got to do better. But when a woman controls the relationship, she can do whatever she wants. Really.
In light of the Kiki Palmer situation, there were a couple things that came up in conversation yesterday that definitely need to be addressed. One being whoever makes the most money controls the power dynamic in the relationship. That specific demographic that's always telling you they make more money than men, and every man they run who is always insecure about how much money they make, we're the first ones to tell you how disrespectful they are when it comes to them knowing that they make more money than a man, which is why a lot of these men have reservations about it in the first place. It's not the fact that you make more money, it's the attitude centered around it. A lot of y'all do not have an issue with misogyny or the patriarchy at all. You only have an issue with it when you're not the person who's benefited from it.
Bingo! Bingo! She hit it right on the head. When they don't benefit from it, that's when it's misogynistic. That's when they hate it. All of a sudden, when the breadwinner is the man, all of a sudden he's misogynistic. If he don't allow her to wear whatever she want, if he's misogynistic, if she has to cook and clean and take care of the children, he's a child. If he comes home after a hard day's work and expect food on the table and wants to chill and play video games, but as soon as a model woman makes more money than a man, and he tries to put his foot down, all of a sudden it's I make more money than you. I can do whatever I want. I can do this. I can do that. I can cheat. I can fly. I can travel how I want. You can't tell me what to do. You have to take care of it. You have to cook for me. Da, 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 da. It's always them trying to shame the man. Again, this is the quote unquote, not even double standards. This is modern women trying to change the rules, and it's not working out for them. You see, in the last when we last did, DeSantis had to sign a bill to end lifetime alimony because they're trying to entice men to get married again. But it's not happening. Men have caught on to this. This is why we have a whole movement. This is why we have a red pill, MGTOW, righteous fear. This is why we have all this stuff. Because women want to break away and want to say they're better than men. And then when the consequences happen, they want men to foot the bill. They want men to pay for it. They want men to clean it up. It's not happening no more.
From it, because the moment that you're in a position to minimize another group or minimize another individual, you are going to do so. Some of y'all just waiting on the opportunity to get your chance. Furthermore, if it takes for me to make more money than you to gain your respect and you can't do it past my wallet, you can keep it. I don't want it.
Yeah, exactly.
In light of the Kiki Palmer,
a lot of men, and I've seen a lot. This is why I did. This is another reason why I did Women Are Holding Women Accountable Wednesdays. This is the reason why I started this. I've seen a lot of shift from women. Even on Twitter, I've seen this one chick who was a 304, a model. She bad. She like in her 40s too. She look young as hell. I think she's like in her 40s. She got like 6 children who are in their teens. I think one of them is 18. Who are in their teens. She's got like 6 children. I think they're 6. She got like 2 sets of twins. It's weird. Anyway, even she said something like, how's men benefiting from, saying marriage if the woman is not being an asset to him and not being feminine or whatnot. So I'm seeing a lot of turns now. Obviously, she's finding her mistake after being a 304 and not dealing with, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, she already made that mistake. She's still bad, so she might still get somebody. But anyway, that's beside the point. But the reason why I want to do this holding women accountable Wednesdays is because I'm seeing a lot of turn shifts in women who, after they make the mistake, they learn their lesson, who are holding women accountable and actually looking at the side of men like, maybe these men are right. Like it's getting to the point where women are doing so much that even women are calling you women are like, yo, these kind of men are right. And we're seeing the consequence in society. Obviously, women are working harder. They have a lot more stress. They have a lot more mental problems. In society as a whole, there's not a lot of protecting going on because before it used to be that a man would protect a random person no matter what. Now it doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter. Man or woman get attacked. We just sitting there watching with our phones and put our phones and say world star. We don't have integrity no more. We don't have honor no more. And it makes sense because we don't have marriage. We don't have a community no more. But now we're seeing the consequences in society. We're seeing the consequences in the financial aspect as well. I think there was an article recently where they were saying because men aren't working as hard as they used to work and becoming like, you know what I'm saying, the breadwinners of the family. Because before, when you had to be the breadwinner, you would excel. You have to excel and actually create income and actually do extraordinary things. Nowadays, man, we're not supporting families. So we're good being we're good minimal. We just need a one bedroom apartment, need a TV, a good job, some dude need video games, chilling. We don't need to go above and beyond anymore for a family and provide for different mouths. We only got one mouth, and that's ourselves. So now that's affecting the economy, and women are seeing this shift, and they're being affected. So now they be like, "Damn, without men, we need men. We need men." We're gonna play this part two because I also want to see this part two as well.
I know y'all not gonna like what I gotta say, but I'm gonna say it anyways. I really want some of y'all to sit down and critically think about why getting married to him is like pulling teeth from you. You will not honor him, not be respectful to him, not be loyal to him, not submit to him, not listen to anything he says. He has to handle you, but you will lay down and sleep with that man raw and will not take any type of precaution to have a baby by him. Highest honor you can give for a man.
That is the dumbest thing. That is the she said correctly. That's the dumbest thing a woman can do. I never understood why a woman will not listen to a man. They will not marry a man, or they marry a man and it will think they can do whatever they want. They be insubordinate. They causing issues. They have an attitude problem, but will have his baby, and then multiple times they will have his baby. And and this is the thing: when women want to say, "Oh, they're not married," if you were baby moms, shout out to Mr. Gerber. He said this: if you're a baby mom, you married. If you have a child by another man, you married. You're just not married legally. You still married though. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if if y'all don't sleep together no more. If it's not legal, you're married because you're tied. You have a soul tie to this guy, to this man, which is a child, a literal literal blood tie. You have a literal blood tie. So you're married. So the funny part about it is these modern women will have your baby, but they won't listen to you. They won't uh they won't marry you, or they're being insubordinate. They go around thinking that wearing a dress and doing whatever they want. But they will have your child. Yes, the highest honor you can give a man is having his child. It's not your JJ. It's not your peace leave. It's not it's not your company. It's not your presence. It's not your conversation. All right, it's not your money making ideas. It's not your It's not your thought process. It's you having my child. But women give up the highest honor willy nilly, and then expect men like you and me to get to do our hard work and not get nothing. We have to do our hard work, support her, support the other man's child, and then what we get in return? Not a damn thing. We get insubordination. We get cheated on. We lose the relationship, and then at the end of the day, we get shamed. You remember that one story about that one guy who was a stepdad, raised his daughter for years. As soon as the daughter getting married, he was being stepped over for the real dad. Let's continue.
Around looking like him, having mannerisms like him, but you will not commit to him. You have to ask yourself, why does that make sense to you? You won't even get up and make this man a sandwich, but you will lay down and spread your legs for him and get on your back and do the nastiest things in the world.
Exactly. You won't even make a man a sandwich. These modern women won't even make a man a sandwich. But he can flip you around, give you the good D, quote unquote, manipulate you. You can't make this man a sandwich, but he can manipulate you though? That don't make no sense. He can flip you around, do what you want, open your legs, do this, da-da-da-da. Beat it down. But making a sandwich, that's where you draw the line. Making a sandwich where you draw the line. Hey, I don't want you to wear that dress, sweetheart. That's where you draw the line. I could beat it from the back. I could hit it and then choke you, whatever. But making a sandwich, that's where you draw the line. That's wild. These modern women are wild.
The world for him, especially if he give you a little coin. Black women have the highest mortality rate within the medical field, especially when it comes to giving childbirth and all of the things that our bodies go through. But you will sit down and give a man the most precious gift, even though you can lose your life. However, you not require him to be more responsible for you, because man, it's just a piece of paper.
Damn, she hitting. She's snapping. She is snapping right now. Again, these modern women don't think. Just because we have modern medicine now, we got modern medicine, childbirth can still be dangerous. So you're gonna put your life on the line for a man that quote unquote ain't shit. This man ain't shit, but you're gonna put your life on the line to have this child, but he ain't nothing. You can't listen to this guy. When he tells you, sweetheart, I don't like you going on this girls trip. When he tells you, I got a girl trip, that you draw the line. But you gonna put your life on the line for this guy, for this guy you would go to a girls trip that you wouldn't listen to, man. She hitting it right on the head. These modern women don't think, and then they want men to care about their problems. Like, man, if you listen to us half of the time, you wouldn't be going through half of your problems. Again, I have a story where I was dealing with a 304. This is the girl that made me go red pill. This is the girl that made me swallow the red pill and be like, you know what? All right, y'all got it. I was dealing with this girl one time. The last 304 I dealt with. We was going from the club. We was chilling from the club. There was a dude sitting, minding his own business. He wasn't talking to us at all. She is harassing this dude. She's making fun of this dude. Now, luckily, this dude was cool, and he's a comedian making jokes. He was making jokes or whatever. But I was trying to tell her, yo, chill, relax. Why you bothering this guy? Leave this guy alone. She get mad at me talking about, oh, you're supposed to be protecting me. Why aren't you protecting me? I was like, yo, I was protecting me. I was telling you to shut up. Leave this man alone. You don't know what he's going through. You don't know that he might go be crazy, and then you making fun of him. He might want to go off and might want to hit you. And then it's going to be a fight between me and him. One of us going to lose our life. I'm not saying I can't fight, but there's always better people. There's always better killers. There's killers out here. There's all other people out here. You don't know what's going to happen. I was telling her, yo, shut up. But then I take it back to the crib. I'm beating it down. She's not gonna listen to me when I'm trying to protect her and tell her be quiet where her life is on the line. A man could have took her life away, but I can beat it down whenever I want to. I could get her pregnant. And she's gonna put her life on the line that way. She's not gonna listen to me when I immediately, but later on, when she might put her life on the line, and she might lose her life because she had my child, she gonna be. It don't make no sense. Let's finish this up.
We really need to reconsider why we minimize marriage, and it's so easy to walk away from these men. However, you're willing to sit there and raise a child that looks like him and then pretend that you don't have some suppressed disdain for them. And for the ones in the back that goes, oh, marriage is not an end all be all and it's not the answer for you not being a single mom. Well, you're absolutely right, but you won't know until you try. Some of y'all have never experienced man.
Yeah, you won't know until you try. Because they're right. It's not the end all be all. You still might end up being a single mom, but most likely, you most likely will not be a single mom if you vet the men correctly. Stop opening up your legs for every man, vet the man correctly, and do your job as a woman so he can do his job as a man. Look, back in the day, yeah, there was some men that used to go around and cheating their wives, but they would still come back and take care of the family. Some wives knew. And it was like, you know what? I'm not trying to break away from the family. It's gonna be tough by myself. I'm gonna have to deal with it. Bob Marley's wife, Rita Marley, in Rastafari, I'm a Rasta. In Rastafari, they don't believe in monogamy in marriage. They don't believe in monogamy in marriage. So Bob Marley used to sleep around with different women. He was sleeping around with so many women that Rita would go into the hotel room and tell the groupie to kick the group and tell the groupie, "Hey, it's the morning time. You got to go." Now, was her feelings hurt? I'm pretty sure they were. Hurt. However, she knew what she was getting into with Bob. And she didn't want to break up a family home over feelings.
Actually prioritizing you, because if that's the only rebuttal you got, sis, I know y'all not gonna like what.
I guess she didn't, because it didn't finish all the way. And these modern women that want to say, "Oh, it's not going to be the end all be all." It's not going to be the end all be all. The funny part about that statement is, if that's not going to be the end all be all, why do y'all even want to get married in the first place? These modern women want to get married. They pressure men for marriage, all this other stuff, just so they can, just to be like, that's not the end all being a single mother, which makes no sense to me. And yet y'all still become these single mothers. There's a lot of women that don't get married and still become single mothers because they choose to be.